Back in the 90s, cracked the AOL code, texting turned gold, now the stories unfold. From dial-up dreams to LinkedIn kings, he taught the world how to build through strings. It's the Max method, no guessing, just growth. 4 steps deep, he's coached them both. Top earners, big burners, trainers and pros. Max lit the fire, now everyone knows. Started with a spark, now the blueprint's live. Thousands trained and they multiply. From Facebook chats to LinkedIn leads, he plants the seeds, then watches them succeed. Mentor to coach is the guide for the great. Author, speaker, shaping fate. You don't just follow Max, you duplicate. That's how legends elevate. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Saturday morning live broadcast. And I got 2 things that we're going to talk about today. One is our new hot, and I mean hot, Merry Christmas strategy that my students are using to enroll people, reconnect people with people that they've been connected to on LinkedIn for an extended period of time. And we're going to dive into it this morning. For those of you that are in boot camp, we'll be providing you with a PDF that you're going to be able to use scripts, tactics, strategies, and gifts. And I don't mean GIFTS as in packages. I mean GIF, moving images. We're going to show you how you can use these images and strategies and tactics to start conversations, to restart conversations, and following the scripts. It doesn't matter what you're selling. And it's working like magic. And as long as we're talking about magic, let me come back over here. What I'm about to share with you isn't magic, but it works like magic. Excuse me. Let me take a look and see who's here. And let me see. Joe, you raise your hand. You need something?
Yeah, I just had a question, but if you want to do what you were going to do first, and then we can do it later on.
Okay, yes. Well, what was the question?
No, I had somebody respond back to me. I just wanted to have some
Okay,
idea.
no, we'll do it. I'm glad, I'll make time to make sure we do it. So let me come back over here and let's just look at who's here. Okay, now what you're about to see isn't magic, but it works like magic. And for those of you that have been participating, Craig is someone that I started working with back in 2014, 2015, 2016. And then he was gone. And he came back 2 weeks ago. So I spoke to him, welcomed him back. And he told me, he says, Max, anyway, he signed up for my coaching program. And after our first and second session, he was blown away. He sent me this. Max, you're a magician because it's working like magic. Been thinking about this since 2016, but I told myself that I needed to do it. But never had the courage until we spoke about your coaching program. I regret the 9 years that I waited to call you. Literally had to stop myself from reaching out to more people than you advised because I was having so much fun doing it. And I've already made 6 new connections. This is incredible. Now, for those of you that were on the session that I did yesterday in the morning, I logged into someone's account and demonstrated how one action, one simple action generated a response that resulted in someone that he had been connected with for years. Never talked to him. Responded, opening up the door to conversations. So there are powerful recruiting strategies, texting tactics, and scripts that are going to produce amazing results for you, immediate results. And it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you're selling. So let me go over to the Christmas strategy. And so it's all about posting images, sharing images. And you just have to go to Google and pull them up, and you're looking for gifts, either a Merry Christmas gift or a wishing you a Merry Christmas gift. And this will restart conversations with the people that you're already connected to. Now, we did this during boot camp, and we introduced new posting tactics and scripts. And for those of you that are watching this on Facebook and LinkedIn, our December boot camp is almost over. However, I've boot camp is over, next Tuesday. But I sent out an email this morning and I'm opening up registration for the January boot camp. So for those of you that aren't participating in the January boot camp, this is a special opportunity because you could register for the January boot camp, get immediate access to the December boot camp and pick up all of those tactics, all of those scripts. The January boot camp has 5 sessions, not 4. So let me hop back over here. Let's talk about this. New scripts. And we're going to dive deep into project launch scripts, goal attainment scripts, side hustle scripts. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to send a GIF, a moving image, to a prospect. And you can do it now. You don't have to wait until Christmas. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. As it's approaching, I wanted to wish you an early Merry Christmas. I hope you spend the holiday surrounded by the people that love you. And then you ask, what are your plans for celebrating Christmas? 80% of the people that tell you their plans will ask you the same question. You want to tell them what you're doing and then write back, I'll be spending time with my family. You know, as we open our presents on Christmas morning, everyone shares what they're thankful for, what their goals are for 2026, and what their New Year's resolutions are going to be. Personally, I'm thankful that everyone is in good health, that I have so many good friends, and my internet business is doing so well that I'll be able to retire next year. And then, boom, what do you have to be thankful for? During our dinner, another example, during our dinner on Christmas Day, everyone shares what they have to be thankful for, what their goals are for 2026, and what their New Year's resolutions are. Again, what do you have to be thankful for? What are your goals for 2026? What are your New Year's resolutions going to be? These are going to be the conversation starters that will take you all the way to talking to them about their business. And it is working unbelievably well, better than ever. I'll tell you something. Every year, that's one of the reasons why December has always been my favorite holiday, is exactly because of this tactic and this strategy. But now it's gotten even better. So let me jump over here. And what I'm going to do is, let me look and see who's here. So I'm going to log out of my account. Oh, Let me get into log out of LinkedIn. Now, let me just, before I do that, let me just come over here to catch up. This right here is going to be a miracle worker for you on Christmas. Just want to see. All right, now, classic example. And this is what we did yesterday. We changed something on Peter's account. He opened it up. And as a result of making that change, LinkedIn blasted it out to all of his connections. So far, he's had 16 people that liked it, 4 made comments. And we literally got one of those people, someone that he'd connected to them something like 15 years ago. Never talked to them. And we literally reached out to them, sent them a post, and they immediately responded. All of you are sitting on a virtual gold mine. I'm going to log out of my account. Okay. So let's go.
Amen.
Okay. So who are you looking for?
Dina Zarat, the second one right after you.
Oh, I just. Okay, this one here.
That's her.
Okay. Okay. So first, let's look at who she is. Luxury home and downsizing specialist. Looks like pumpkin. Dog I got my wife. Okay. So she's been in real estate now for 25 years. So right out of the gate, without even starting the conversation, you know she knows all about network marketing. So we'll come down here. Now somebody wrote this for her. This was done in third person. She's promoting real estate. All right, so she graduated from high school in 1990, which was 35 years ago, when she was 17. So that puts her at 52. Now, Connecticut. Okay.
Yeah, she's from in Connecticut too. So
Okay. So now let's come back up here. And
I'm jealous you're on your back deck and it's 31 degrees in Connecticut.
oh yeah, no. It's okay. So you connected with her in October,
And she just responded back.
right? So October, November takes a while. So let's look at the message. Okay, so you're hitting it with the icebreaker. How long have you been on LinkedIn? How's it working for you? And she wrote back, I've been on it for years, but not very active, but trying to change that. Now remember, we have a series of questions that we could ask. Now, what we're going to do first, and let me pull up I'm going to pull this right out of the scripts. Okay, so you hit it with the icebreaker. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to send her a motivating message. So first, we're going to send it, wait for it to load. I recently started sending motivational messages like these to my friends on LinkedIn, and I hope you enjoy them because we already told her, we already thanked her. Now, what's the question? We want to have we have a strategy. We have a strategy. If we see a need and there's an obvious need, then we know which way the direction the conversation is going to go. Well, in here, there's no obvious need, but we know that with all the time she's been in real estate, she also knows something about network marketing. And so we have a number of questions that we could ask. However, look at her last answer. Been on LinkedIn for a few years. Now remember, we ask open-ended questions. Open-ended questions begin with the words who, what, when, where, how, and why. So I've been on LinkedIn for many years. Why? Why have you been on LinkedIn? What was the purpose of going on LinkedIn? Now we asked her how's it working? She says it's not very active, and why haven't you been active? Trying to change that. Why? Why are you trying to change it? What do you hope to accomplish by changing it? Those are the clear and obvious questions. We want to ask questions that are going to make it easy for her to respond. And you always want to think of the question you're going to ask first. what trying to change it. What are you, what what do you want to accomplish on LinkedIn now? Would be one question.
That's a good question.
All right, now. Of course, the other question would be why? Either one of those questions. And again, we want to make it easy for her to answer so that she doesn't have to think about it. So why do you want to get active on LinkedIn, or why do you want to get more active on LinkedIn? And what do you want to accomplish? Now, so we have the questions. So now we want to add a little conversation. And we could say, or have many friends on LinkedIn. Why do we put it space there? I have many friends on LinkedIn. Okay, now, so if we ask her, what does she want to accomplish? If we ask her, why do you want to get more active? It's going to give her the answer, I'm looking for more business. What do you want to accomplish? Maybe she, hey, I want more business. So I'm going to go with the first question. We're going to send it. So she got the image. She got this. Next, we want to think about where we want the conversation to go. Now, you can see she's not online right now. Not online, which is another fabulous feature because you can reconnect with people. If we go back over here, so where do we want this conversation to go? Well, why does she want to get more active on LinkedIn? She's looking for more business, or whatever she tells you. Now, the strategy that you're going to use, and you'll use this with everyone in real estate, is, first, how's business? How's business? Then you can come back and say, the more you learn about her, what's your market? how are things going? Just to talk. And because at any time, you could actually, we could do it now. But what's the point in doing it now? Let's learn a little bit more about her. Let's give her a chance to learn a little bit more about you. And so let her look at your posts
Okay.
for 3 or 4 days.
I'll have to put some more posts in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then what happens is because we could say at any time, Dina, most of the real estate professionals that I work with on LinkedIn that have been in the profession for as long as she's been in it, and she's been in it for over 25 years. That means this is 2025. In 2008, when we had the subprime mortgage fiasco, and I mean, everybody in real estate got into network marketing. So she knows about it. So most of the people, most of the real estate professionals that I know or that I work with over the years have all worked with a network marketing company to generate an additional stream of income. What companies have you worked with? And she'll tell you. So the next question would be, what prompted you to get into these? We know what the answer to that is. She wanted more money. And finally, how things go. So let me come back over here and let me download. That's the first. Oh, you don't want that one.
You said not to use that one?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you say not to use that one?
Oh yeah, because it's when you look at it, there's no message.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that part.
So here's one. Happy holiday. Got this one. We got this one. We got one more. One.
Oh, that's a good one. Thank you. That's a
And
good one. Thank you.
okay, so you got them all. So this one is an easy one. I mean, it's going to make people curious about what you're doing. This is probably my favorite. It's amazing how these work. But in reality, what you really want are messages like these. And you'll also be able to roll these in. Happy New Year. Now, what you can do is you can just, there are messages where you could just wish people a Merry Christmas. The more activity, the better. This one would work, very, very well. And just wish them Merry Christmas. And then as we get closer to Christmas, like maybe on the 20th or the 21st, what you can do is you could wish them a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year because they're so close together. So I think this was, and you've got all kinds of things that you could put up. But when it comes to deciding who do you want to talk to, and now with Dina here, you want to star her so you don't lose track. So let's come down and look. Let's look at the people that we can see are online. You bring her up. Licensed real estate. Seven years working in the hospitality industry. Okay. So here, let's all right. Now, we'll do the same thing. First, we'll send that. Then, now we already told her it's nice to connect. So the next message I recently started sending motivational messages like these to my friends on LinkedIn and on LinkedIn. I hope you enjoy them. Now, before we send it, what's the question? Well, we could ask her, what prompted you to get into real estate because she says here, several years of experience working in the hospitality industry, followed by a transition into real estate. Okay. So we could ask her, we could say what? Be one question.
That's a good one.
Okay. How about this one? Remember, learn about their past, but we want to ask an easy question. But whatever, here's your big clue. Whatever people put in their profile is what they want to talk about. So I have several years of experience. So that's the question. And then again, we're going to start so we don't lose track. All right, I'm going to be back at 1 o'clock for another session. You can all, those of you that are in boot camp, I'll be sending you all detailed. I'll give you a little bit of a, no, I can't. I'm going to give you a PDF document that will take you all the way through the posting, the questions on talking to people over the holidays, getting conversations started. And in addition to the January boot camp, we're going to have an advanced boot camp towards the end of the month. And I'm not going to talk about that until probably maybe right around Christmas time. So I will be back, and my friends,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I just want to share this with you. Marissa enrolled 13 people into her business in December over a 10-day period of time. Sent me this on the 13th. I had a blast selling things on eBay, and I'm anxious to tell you all about it. This is the script she's using. However, after 5 years doing it, I discovered something that's better. Would you be interested in hearing more about it? And she was reaching out to a very, very specific audience. And then she sends me this. As a result of that, I have 3 appointments set up for tomorrow, and I'm having fun. I was one of eBay's best and made good money when I sold things, but if I didn't sell things, I didn't get paid. So I jumped into something that earns me residual income. Now I make a sale and I get paid continuously. Asking our prospects, what experience do you have in network marketing? Enrolled 2 people into my Melaleuca business yesterday, thanks to you and your scripts, and I've got 2 appointments for tomorrow. And by the 20th, before Christmas, I'm now up to 6 new enrollments since I started last week, and I never thought it would be so easy. And then on the 26th, I've enrolled 13 prospects in 10 days. 6 are business builders. Thank you so much. You're awesome. The scripts are awesome. And they work. So until next time, best time of year to be building your business.
Back in the 90s, cracked the AOL code, text and turned gold, now the stories unfold. From dial-up dreams to LinkedIn kings, he taught the world how to build through strings. It's the Max method, no guessing, just growth. 4 steps deep, he's coached them both. Top earners, big burners, trainers and pros. Max lit the fire, now everyone knows. Started with a spark, now the blueprint's live. Thousands trained and they multiply. From Facebook chats to LinkedIn leads, he plants the seeds, then watches them succeed. Mentor to coach is the guide for the great. Author, speaker, shaping fate. You don't just follow Max, you duplicate. That's how legends elevate. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.